Susanna Vintrova, 11 years old, perished at Auschwitz, October 4th, 1944. Gabriela Frivova, 10 years old, perished at Auschwitz, May 18th, 1944. František Brozen, 14 years old, perished at Auschwitz, December 15th, 1943. Eva Bolova, 15 years old, perished at Auschwitz, October 4th, 1944. Liana Franklova, 13 years old, perished at Auschwitz, October 19th, 1944. Alfred Viskov, 16 years old, perished at Auschwitz, December 18th, 1944. Hansa Kosik, 16 years old, perished at Auschwitz, January 21st, 1945.
My name is Raya. I was born in Prague. My father, mother, Pavel, Urka, Irina, Honza, they are all gone, and I am alone. But that is not important. Only one thing is important, that I am a Jew, and I survived Terezin. Terezin was a fortress built by Emperor Joseph II of Austria and for his mother, Teresa. About 60 kilometers from Prague, it slept quietly in its green valley under blue skies until
March 5th, 1939. German. Wehrmacht enters Prague. December 1st, 1939. Jewish children excluded from state elementary schools. June 14th, 1940. Auschwitz concentration camp set up. September 27th, 1941. Reinhard Heydrich orders mass deportation of Jews and establishes Terezin as a Jewish ghetto. October 16th, 1941. First transports leave Prague for Terezin. Among them are children.
You must go along now to the bathhouse, dear. What is your name? I am Irina Zinkova. I am a teacher here in Terezin. You'll come to school with us, won't you? You are from Prague? I once taught in Prague. It was a beautiful city. When I first came to Prague, I was about your age. I remember how frightened I was. But after I made some friends, I was happy to live there. Now you are not alone, and you must not be afraid either. Now that you know my name, you must tell me yours. How can we be friends? I won't know what to call you.
my number. Here.
Raya and Glanderova. Come, Raya and Glanderova. Let me tell you about our school. There's so much to do here in school. You will be coming here, tomorrow perhaps. There are many children here. We have few books, but we have many songs. Every day if you wish, you may paint a drawing. Here, see? Each of the children has drawn a spring picture. Would you like to paint? I'll find some paper for you. Then tomorrow, you may begin. See? We saved all the paper we can. Forms, wrapping paper, and some children brought their own. And when there's enough, the children draw and paint. Would you like to choose a piece of your own, Raja?
My name is Raya.
Right now, don't be afraid. Remember, you are not alone. Whatever you see or hear, whatever is done, remember, we are together. And then, you will not be afraid. Come, sit close together.
I was one, the children of Thursday. One who saw everything, the barbed wire fence, the rats, the lice. One who knew the hunger and dirt and smells. One who heard the trains arrive and leave, screaming sirens, the tread of heavy feet in the dark. I sat in Irina Sinkova's classroom to write and paint the story of these days. I never saw another butterfly. The last, the very last, so richly, brightly dazzling yellow. Perhaps it's the sun tears sing. Against the white stone, such a yellow. It's carried lightly way up and then away. I am sure, because it wished to kiss the world goodbye. For 7 weeks I've lived here, penned up inside the schedule. But I have found my people here. The dandelions called to me, and the white chestnut candles in the court. Only I never saw another butterfly. That butterfly was the last one. Butterflies don't live here in the ghetto.
It is weeks since I came to this ghetto. I did not know that such a thing could happen to me. When I go home, I'm going to eat only white bread.
When I go home, I'm going to make my bed every day clean.
When I go home, I'm going to drink hot chocolate in the winter. Lots of it.
When I go home, I'm going to have pretty white curtains. Rugs too.
I'm going to play ball in the courtyard. When I go home and shout if I want to.
I'm going to sit very quiet and read storybooks as long as I want to. Then I go home. All night maybe.
I'm going to play the piano in the library. And everyone will sing, and we won't carry on music.
When I go home, I lived here in the ghetto more than a year. And there is in the black town now. And when I remember my old home so dear, I can love it more than I did somehow. Home. Why did they ever tear me away? Here the vita is a family. And when they died forever. I'd like to go back. It makes me think of the sweet spring flowers. Before, when I used to live there, it seemed so dark and far.
It carries in the so-called park. The Quero granddad sits. Somewhere in the so-called park. He wears a beard down to his lap. And on his head a little cap. Hard crusty crumbs in his gums. He's only got one single tooth. Instead of soft rolls, lentil soup. Poor old graybeard.
May I call you grandfather? You have no little girl, and I have no grandpa.
Tuesday, March 16th, 1943. Today I went to see my grand uncle in Sudeten Barracks. There I saw them throw potato peelings, and people threw themselves on the little piles and fought for them.
Tuesday, April 6, 1943. Tomorrow, the SS men are coming and no children can go out on the street. Daddy won't know this and I'll die of hunger by evening. Wednesday, April 7, 1943. I miss Daddy yesterday, but I can't help. The other children can see their
We aren't allowed to go out of the barracks. We can't go out in the streets without a pass, and children don't get a pass. They say this can last a week or even months, like a bird in a cage.
Last night I had a beautiful dream. I was home. I saw our flat and our street. Now I am disappointed and out of sorts because I awoke in my bunk instead of my own bed. This isn't home anymore. It's a hospital. children are sick in bed, and the number of the sick goes up every day. The room's full of patients, and the doctor does not know what to do. It's terrible here now. There's a great deal of tension among our older children. They are going to send transports to the new ghetto, into the unknown, and 1,500 children will arrive tonight. They're from Poland. We're going to make toys and little bags and nets for them.
They look awful. You can't guess how old they are. They all have old faces and tiny bones. They are all bare-legged, and only very few have shoes. They returned from their reception center with their heads shaved. They have lice. They all have such frightened eyes.
Poor thing stands there, vainly. Vainly he strains his voice. Perhaps he'll die. Then can you say how beautiful is the world today?
We got used to standing in line at 7 o'clock in the morning, at 12 noon, and again at 7 o'clock in the evening. We stood in a long line with a plate in our hand, and they gave us a little warmed-up water with a salty or coffee flavor, or else they gave us a few potatoes. We got used to sleeping without a bed, to saluting every uniform, not walk on the sidewalks, and again to walk on the sidewalks. We got used to undeserved slaps, blows, and executions. We used to seeing people die in their own excrement, to seeing piled up coffins full of corpses, to seeing the helpless doctors. We got used to it that from time to time, 1,000 unhappy souls would come here, and that, from time to time, another 1,000 unhappy souls would go away.
Monday, September 6th, 1942. I got up at 6 to see Zenka. Then I came to the barracks. The last people were going through the back gates and getting on the train. Everything was boarded up around, so no one could get to them, and so they could not run away. I jumped over and ran up to the last people going to the gates. I saw the train pulling away, and in one of the cars, Zenka was riding. Where did Zenka go?
The transport? To the east?
Why?
To work? Resettlement? To
Auschwitz?
Auschwitz?
She will not come back. Jiri told us, and he knows. You die if you go to Auschwitz.
Raya.
It's true. I know. You die in the ovens and the chimneys. When you die, you burn to ashes.
You do not know that this is true?
I know. And you know too. And you think because we are children that we do not know.
What have you heard? Where?
Jiri told us. He came from Warsaw. You die if you go to Auschwitz. And no one returns. Every day the trains go, and no one returns. Jiri was there. He escaped. He told us. How is it that you don't know?
I've heard the same talk. We all have. It can't be true. Think, Raya. Such things can't be true.
But it is. He told us. We're going to die.
Raja, wait. You're only afraid. Wait.
Avina, I want to go home. I hate this place and everything.
Everything?
Yes. What else is the use of anything if we are going to die? Think that last night we shared our bread and sang together. And now she is gone.
I know.
And Ava and Miriam and Irina,
I miss them too.
Gabriella and Zuzana.
I know.
We promised we'd keep together. That next year in Prague we'd go to school together. Now there is nothing left.
They were your friends. You loved them. Do not forget how you worked together in this very room. And the poems and the songs. Eva, Zuzana, Gabriella. They're pictures. See?
No! They will burn them too!
Raya, listen to me. You are no longer a child. This minute, you are no longer a child. So I will tell you. I have a child. She is 9 years old. She was torn away from my arms and thrown from the train by an angered guard. I tried to throw myself after her, but I was dragged back into the car. I wanted to die until I came to Terezin and found thousands of children waiting for me. And then I knew I must not die. Do you understand? You are no longer a child, and so I tell you, I have a child, and she lives whenever I comfort another child or dry her tears.
One by one, the transports came. Mother, father, Aunt Vera, they went. Pavel and Irka, they went. Everyone I knew and loved in Prague. There was no one who could remember me before I came here to Terezin as a child of 12. But there were many left standing at that train as the transport started up. The cars crowded, boarded, and seated. And we turned and found each other.
Jiri, they said they wouldn't take him. He was a plumber, an electrician, so clever. They said they wouldn't take him.
Everyone was. Jiri, was he your friend?
He was my brother.
You're Hansa Cossack. I heard about you. My name is Raya. Raya England Rover. My brother, Pavel, and Irka.
I know. They got married. And they're on the train now. What's the good of that?
They're still together.
What's the good of that?
Together they'll not be afraid. That's the good.
You are afraid.
But if I am, you're laughing at me. And you think I am a coward.
I'm laughing at you because you're a gal and don't know the first thing about anything.
Well, it's easy for you. I've heard how you get by cigars. It's easy for a boy.
Maybe. My father was beaten and left for dead before my eyes. I saw it. I couldn't move. I was so afraid. But I didn't run. I never understood it until my father died and told me, "You're a good boy, Gonza. You're afraid, but you are not a coward."
I'm sorry. But it's late. And I have to go.
Where are you going?
Number 25. Where do you live?
House number 2, on the other side, near the wall.
There are 30 girls in our group. Most of them are from Prague. Irina, she's in charge of the whole compound. She lives with us.
We live alone. We elect our own leader, and we have meetings, secret ones.
Don't you have one of the older men there?
That far, we're old enough. We work in the fields.
So do we. Some of us. I do. I'm old enough.
We take care of everything ourselves. I'm the leader now. I was elected, so I'm in charge.
Don't you go to school? At 9? After work?
We do, sometimes. Sometimes we have meetings, the leaders from the boys' homes, and we talk and plan.
What?
Or like someone gets an idea about something, and we talk about it. Or someone does something we don't like, and we tell him to quit it, or else. A lot of things. We're working on something right now.
For the boys' home?
Well, not just for the boys. We're going to have a newspaper and report the news in camp.
Have you got a printing press?
No, we don't need that. It's not that kind of paper. We make copies of the news and hang them around the barracks. It's my idea.
Will you put one up in the girls' home?
I suppose we could. I never thought about it.
I'd copy it over. I could do that.
I'd have to talk about it with the rest. I suppose it's a good idea. Well, I guess I've got to go now. We're going to have a meeting about the paper. You can come if you want.
And so, Vedem was born. We lived for 3 years, and it helped us live. We waited to read the copy posted in our barracks, and later then, for safety, it was read aloud No one was missing. It was the invisible line of communication between the houses, that even across the dark yards and the crowded barracks, the youth of Terrazin grew up together.
Raya? Oh wait.
Yes? I can only stay a few minutes. Is this week's wedding ready?
Here it is.
I'll take it and get started.
Wait, I was thinking. We've talked about it at the meeting. We could run some of the poems from the girls' house. Vinderzone.
Good! Irina will be glad of that. She said it might happen. The smaller girls got very excited.
There won't be room for too many.
I'll tell her. I'll see you.
Wait, saw you in the field today. Of course, I couldn't say anything.
I know. I saw you across the road.
Maybe we could plan a way to meet there, in case there are messages or anything.
It wouldn't be safe. The guards are everywhere.
We meet there, at night.
The guards think we're inside at the barracks.
I'm not afraid. Are you?
No. Yes, I guess I am. But they beat you.
It wouldn't be the first time. I always get up again.
And someday...
Someday, maybe I won't, I suppose. What difference does it make?
Don't talk like that. If you go, I will go.
Wait, I'm only teasing.
It would be lonesome without you. I mean, the boys need you. And the paper? Irina says you're the only one she can trust to bury the drawings and the poems.
Others would do that.
It would be hard. I mean, these months we've been good friends. I'd miss you too.
I meant to say that first.
I know. Good night.
Good night. Raya?
Yes?
I have some flowers for you.
Hansa, if you get caught,
You know the square in the front of the tower?
the prisoners aren't allowed there.
I know, but they can't stop us from looking at it. Look, from here. See the flowers near the corner? And the butterflies?
I see them.
Well, I'm giving them to you. And every time you pass...
I'll say they're mine. Hansa gave them to me. All the flowers and all of the butterflies. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Hansa, Irina gave me a little book of poetry. I left it for you at the end of the field near the shed. I want you to read one special poem.
I found it, and read it, and left one for you.
What?
Look for it.
What is it?
Open it. Careful. It's very expensive.
Liberated it. Hansa!
Actually, I took it.
Stole it. No wonder it tastes so good. You're so brave.
I won't be here for a few days.
Why? Where are you going?
Don't take any chances. Coming to meet me, I mean.
Hansa, what is it?
Nothing. A special detail to build something outside the fortifications. They're picking their strongest. I'll be chosen.
But what if something happens?
There'll be a chance for extra food. Maybe another sausage.
I don't care about the sausage, Hansa. I'm afraid.
Don't worry. They want their job done. It's some kind of wild courtyard. Nothing much can happen. Well, I have to go.
Goodbye then. Goodbye. I'll be waiting. Waiting. Please come back.
Raya, it's all right. A message came through.
What? What is it? Tell me. Tell me.
The boys are back. All of them.
I've been holding my breath for 2 days. Waiting. I couldn't think of anything else but Hansa.
And what would you have done if he had not come back? If weeks, months had passed?
Waited and held my breath. For tomorrow and then waited again.
Waiting days are long days, Raya. You would learn to stop thinking of tomorrow and to keep alive today. That's the secret of waiting. Remember that, to keep alive today.
part of me will always be waiting.
Then you would do what we all learn to do to make waiting bearable.
I don't know how. I'm afraid.
Afraid of tomorrow? Then think of today, now. Can you live until midnight?
Yes.
And tomorrow morning? Do you think you can live till noon?
Yes.
And at noon, in the heat of the hunger, the stench and the weariness, can you live until night?
Yes. Yes.
Then you will survive. Each day you find some reason.
As you have done?
Yes, somehow. One of us is sure to survive. One of us must teach the children how to sing again, how to write on paper with pencil, to do sums and draw pictures. So we survive each today.
The singing, the reading, the learning, the poetry and the drawings. This was part of our survival. In spite of the SS guards and the orders against teaching, Irina kept the school in the children's barracks. An older boy was always on guard, and at sight of the SS men, he whistled, and teaching turned into playing children's games. Games were permitted, but learning was a crime for Jews. We had books. Each of us had brought at least one book in the packs we carried. Professional musicians, actors, and singers brought their repertoire with them. Irina brought Ludwig, the children's opera, with her, and she did it with the children. Interesting. Ludwig was one of these things one had to see. Thousands heard its melodies. Hundreds of children experienced rehearsals, the performances, and the strongest impressions of their short lives.
Eva Heska, 14 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Ella Helarova, 14 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Hannes Hochberg, 14 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Peter Fiskel, 15 years old. Marika Fridmova, 12 years old. František Fask, 14 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Biedrich Hoffman, 12 years old. Josef Pollack, 14 years old. Dita Valitkova, 13 years old. Nina Ledarova, 14 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Eva Stanova, 13 years old. Hannah Lasuva, 15 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Hansa Kosek.
Hansa?
Raya. Don't try to move.
Hansa, where are you?
Don't move. Here, on the other side of the wall. Don't move, don't. Just listen. I have a number in this transport.
No!
Please, don't turn. Don't move. I have a number. And I must report.
No.
But the news is good.
What do you mean?
The war is coming to an end.
Hansa, no!
Things are going bad for the Nazis. Something will happen before long. Raya, please listen.
Hansa, where are you? I'm coming.
You can't. It's too late. You must wait here.
I cannot. Where are you?
No. You must wait. For me.
Hansa, I cannot live without you. I cannot live waiting. Please. Please, where are you? Where are you?
I am with you. Wherever you are, listen. Raya,
I'm listening.
I have something I have never told you about the poem. I wrote one too, for the contest. Remember?
You never handed it in.
It was supposed to be about a memory. Only, it's about you.
You never told me.
I'll leave it here. Under a post near the corner. Read it sometime. But don't laugh. You laughed once at the other poem. Remember?
I remember.
When you read this...
I won't laugh. I won't. I promise, Hunter.
Don't come here. The gods. Just stay there. Stay there, wait. Goodbye.
Hunter? Hunter? Goodbye. Memory come. Tell a fairy tale about my girl who's lost and gone. Tell about the golden grail, and bid the swallow bring her back to me. Fly close to her, and ask her soft and low if she thinks of me sometimes with love, if she is well. Ask too before you go, if I am still her dearest, precious dove. And hurry back. Don't lose your way, so I can think of other things.
But you are too lovely, perhaps, to stay. I loved you once. Goodbye, my love.
Goodbye. It was the motto of Terezin. It should have been written over the entrance instead of the lie that greeted newcomers. Work makes us free. It was goodbye that made us free, not work. It was the only thing we knew we would ever change. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. It freed us all. What was there to fear? But you had to say goodbye to everyone you ever loved. See?
Raya England Rover, you know by now that my number 102866 was called. When you come to school today, you will see that I have gone. I have wrapped up the last of the pictures in the poem in my shawl. See that these are buried with the rest, somewhere, and remember what they mean to us. I have nothing else to give you but this. What you and all the children have made of Terezin, the fields, the flowers, and all the butterflies. Goodbye.
Irina Zinkova perished at Auschwitz, January 28, 1945. And I have survived. Mother, father, Pavel, Urker, Zenka, Honza. Irina too in the end perished at Auschwitz. And I, Raya England-Rova, after the liberation, returned to Prague. Alone.
For 7 weeks I've lived in here, penned up inside this ghetto. But I have found my people here.
Now, you are not alone, and you must not be afraid.
Some Polish children are coming. We are making toys in little bags and nets for them.
I went to look for Zinka. She cried and laughed at the same time. She was so happy to see someone before she left.
I never understood until my father, dying, told me, "You are a good boy, Onza. You are afraid, but you are not a coward."
Somehow, one of us is sure to survive. One of us will teach the children how to sing again, to write on paper with a pencil, to do sums, and to draw.
He doesn't know the world at all. Who stays in his nest and doesn't go out. He doesn't know what birds know best, nor what I want to sing about, that the world is full of loveliness.
Raya, I am with you, wherever you are.
I have nothing else to give you but this. The fields, the flowers, and all the butterflies.
Mother, father, Pavel, Ilka, I hear you. Honza, I hear and I remember. Irina Zinkova, I remember. My name is Raya. I am a Jew. I survived Terezin. Not alone and not free.